I'm trying to get her up as much as I possibly can, guys. She is definitely a beastie girl for sure.
I don't find this humorous at all.
They're high energy for sure.
So probably more like a Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah, Jack Russell Terrier. Good morning everybody and welcome to the vlog. You know, I figured today I was just gonna mess with some of my bigger snakes, kind of just a fun way to spend the day, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, about half the crew is out today, either sick or some other issues. I figured a good way to spend today's vlog would be with my beautiful giants. Like my girl Daisy here, Lucy is actually breeding right now, so I'm not gonna pull her out. But as you guys know, Daisy is the calmer of the two for sure. She's still a big girl. Over on Noah's channel, we measured her and she was like 17 foot 6 inches at the time, probably grown a little bit since then, so hopefully she's about 18 foot. But again, she is super calm. She is a lavender albino reticulated python, and for those of you that don't know, reticulated pythons really can get about 25 foot, so the fact that she's 18 foot doesn't mean that she's full grown at all. But again, she has an amazing temperament compared to a lot of reticulated pythons. As you see as we go on this vlog, some retics are a lot more high energy, so thankfully Daisy is a great animal that I can pull out even with kids and let them hold a snake that's really huge, because I tell you what, until you've actually spent some time with a 150 plus pound snake, you really don't get an understanding of just how strong they are. And again, when I say 150 pounds, it feels more like 250 pounds because it is so heavy. I mean, it's literally impossible for one person to pick this up. Even though I could probably pick 150 pounds up, picking Daisy up by myself is almost impossible, but she is an absolutely incredible animal. I mean, just get an idea. I'm trying to get her up as much as I possibly can, guys. She is definitely a beastie girl for sure. Whew. And she's just about ready to get the shed, so she's going to even be more beautiful here in another week or so. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to another reticulated python, one that is a little smaller but a lot more high energy. Next up, we got Butterscotch here, but I've actually got Lori to help me with this because Butterscotch is a pretty good animal, but she's definitely high energy, and I want to make sure I've got a little bit of help. Here, grab it, Lori. Just grab it.
I probably would rather have the tail.
No, you got it. You got
the front.
What's the worst that's going to happen?
I'm going to make her bite Noah.
No!
So Butterscotch is absolutely a gorgeous animal right here, but again, she's a lot more high energy than say Daisy is, because Daisy is definitely a calm, really mellow animal. She's only about a year and a half, not even 2 years old yet.
I don't find this humorous at all.
She's fine. She's not going to be a problem. She's got my foot. So as you can see that she always is kind of on the move. She's probably closing in on maybe 11 or 12 foot right now, and this is right when reticulated pythons really start to beef out, right? So what happens is a retic will grow to 9, sometimes even 10 foot and kind of be really slender, and they'll grow really long, and then they get about this size, and then they start to really beef up. Lori, you okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
She's bouncing around, and that's what, basically when you're handling big snakes like this, oftentimes it's like it. They'll just kind of move you around where you've got to move with them more than anything else.
Non-stop.
Sometimes you can just kind of spin into them and stuff like that. But she's cardio.
Yeah.
Did you do your cardios today at the gym?
Not as much as this. I'm not into retic cardio.
This is awesome. Again, you know, I talk about that snake massage place, right, Lori? I was thinking the same thing. We could do like gym cardio lessons with retics.
No.
No?
No.
I think it'd be a good thing. Would you guys do it? Go let me know in the comments if you guys get it, Lori. Let me know if you guys would pay for a gym membership to just come handle a big snake for about an hour. Oh, she's got me pretty tight right now.
Good.
Okay. she is on the go. Oh my God, Butterscotch, you are crazy, girl. Oh my gosh. But again, reticulated pythons I think are really cool because they are kind of a little bit more intelligent. Later in the vlog, we'll definitely handle some Burmese pythons and you'll see the difference of Burmese. I always say Burmese are like the puppy dogs, whereas retics I don't know what they would be. I'm not going to say they're the pit bulls because they're absolutely amazing, but they just seem to be a little bit more intelligent, and they seem to always be on the go a little bit more. They're high energy for sure.
So probably more like a Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah, Jack Russell Terrier. But they aren't small like a Jack Russell, that's for sure.
But they've got the energy.
Okay, so there you have it, Butterscotch. Oh, hi, honey. How are you?
Well, this doesn't work out so well. Now we're... All right.
This is a little tip for the guys out there that want to get...
I was just about to say, if you have a crush, get a retic and strap it around you guys both real tight.
All right, let's go ahead and get Butterscotch. Okay, girl, back in, girl. Back in. Oh. You got her? Okay.
Yeah, no, she's got me.
This is
Okay, girl. Okay, girl.
couples exercise.
All right. Woo! I love that snake. High energy. Thanks for your help, Lori.
Yeah, thanks. You're welcome.
And then you guys see Casper all the time. Of course, he's a super phantom, black-eyed, leucistic reticulated python. Now, he's a little bit older, so some kind of localities of retics will stay smaller. We've all heard about dwarfs and super dwarfs, but not just dwarfs and super dwarfs can stay small. Like the golden child stuff, which is something that stays about 10, 12 foot, is another locality that stays small. Well, this guy also is an animal that doesn't seem to be getting much bigger. Again, at his age, he's probably only going to grow a little bit more, which is perfectly fine. He is definitely a lot more high energy. So when people come and handle Sunrise, the albino Burmese, and then handle him, they're always a little bit surprised because he's always on the move, he's always climbing, but he's actually a super, super good animal. And it's kind of that perfect size for someone that wants a big snake, but they don't want something that's so big like Butterscotch or Daisy, where it's almost like, oh my God, one person can't handle this animal. Casper is certainly an animal that you can handle with one person for sure. And what's really neat is, again, because he's a super phantom, means if I bred him, everything would come out phantom. Now, you guys may or may not know this, but Perdita, of course, is a cow retic. We'll look at her in a minute. She is actually an allelic animal, so when you breed a phantom to a het ghost stripe, you'll get 1 in 4 on average cows. So if I were to breed Casper to Perdita in the future, half the babies would come out cow, and half the babies that weren't cow would come out phantom. So it's pretty cool. Will I ever do it in the future? I'm not so sure about it, but nevertheless, Casper is a beautiful, beautiful snake. Then we have Sunfire here. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. This is a Sunfire Super Tiger reticulated python, and it's kind of almost the same size as Casper, maybe slightly smaller, but usually a lot more energy than Casper. As you can see, she is always on the move. And again, this is an animal that we're kind of preening to eventually be a really good kind of ambassador here at the Reptarium because she's so beautiful. I think as she gets bigger, she'll start to calm down. Like I had mentioned with Butterscotch, see how long and skinny she is? She's probably only 1.5 or 2 feet smaller than Butterscotch, so she's still so thin. As they start to grow out and get a little bit fatter, they usually calm down a little bit. And I'm going to be honest with you, even though she's always on the move, she's already calmed down tremendously just in the last 4 or 5 months. So I think this is going to be one of our best handling snakes at some point when it comes to a big snake, that is. I mean, obviously Perdita and Sunrise and all those animals are going to be incredible, but this girl, when she hits 15, 16 foot, she's going to be another Daisy. And the truth is although Daisy's amazing, we don't take her out a lot because she just seems to be a little bit stressed out when you take her out for too long, whereas I think an animal like this can actually be more habituated to it and do real well. But I don't know. Obviously, you never know, and I talk about it all the time. You have to read the animals. Some animals don't stress out with handling, some animals do. The ones that are a little stressed, we only handle a little bit. The ones that seem to do really well, like Perdita or Sunrise, they come out and stay out a lot longer. Regardless, Sunfire here is a beautiful snake. So Ricky is a little bit of a combination of a bunch of things too. He's a relatively bigger animal, but he's also a real good runner. I tell you what, this guy is always on the move, and he's pretty hard to handle. We try to take him out now and then at the Reptarium. He's a really tame snake, so you don't have to worry about him biting at all, but he is always on the go. You can kind of see he's really kind of unusual with the way he moves, where he's kind of going backwards. He's kind of all over the place. And even for me, someone that handles big snakes all the time, he can kind of get me handcuffed a little bit, but he's a really cool snake. He's a Jampea dwarf that is bred to a lavender albino, so he's half Jampea dwarf and he's half mainland. And this is one of the kind of the original dwarf crosses, so he's really close to that Jampea F1 generation, which means that he's going to be a little bit more high strung. As you breed it into tamer and tamer animals, they actually mellow out, but now he's actually being really good. He's just kind of using me as a tree here, which is probably the best thing. thing. If I were to stand up and kind of try to walk around with him a little bit, he'll start to just go absolutely crazy. And of course, we named him Ricky. We originally thought that Ricky would be Lucy's boyfriend. As it turns out, we really have never bred Ricky to anything. We tried a couple times and he didn't breed, so we just kind of gave up. And now, of course, Titan continues to breed Lucy, but nevertheless, I don't show Ricky as much as I'd like to. And because I'm handling big snakes today, I thought I would give you the pleasure of seeing this absolutely beautiful monkey right here. And I'm gonna just do a really quick thing with the usual suspects, if you know what I mean. Obviously, you guys see Perdita so much, there's not a whole lot of explanation other than the fact that I talked about Casper being a component of Perdita's genetics, if you guys understand what that is. Now, Perdita's probably at least a year, maybe even 2 years away from potentially being big enough and old enough to breed. Will I ever breed her? I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to cross that bridge when it comes. I don't think I'm going to, but there's always a chance I will. But obviously, when it comes to a reticulated python, she is the best of all worlds. She's super smart, but also super calm and really handleable. Not only was she a great personality from the day we got her, but obviously she was handled so much. She's so habituated to be handling. Definitely one of the coolest snakes I have here at the Reptarium. And I can't really consider this a big snake yet, but I wanted to show you Night Fury just because he just shed out. Look at the iridescence in that snake right there. I mean, just the rainbow effect is absolutely ridiculous. Oh my gosh, that thing is incredible. And it certainly is getting big, so it's not going to be too much longer before this will be a big snake, because he's probably doubled his size in just the last couple months since I've had him. So I know before long this snake is going to be 10, 12, maybe even round out at 15 foot within the next year and a half, 2 years or so. And oh my god, it just keeps getting better and better. And of course, we're going to round out the big snake handling with the easiest big snake that I have, which of course is Sunrise. I told you guys earlier that reticulated pythons are a lot more high energy. Some people would say they think they're more intelligent. I'm not really sure if you can actually quantify intelligence by how much they move. I mean, it certainly does seem that retics are more inquisitive. You can see their eyes moving around, the way their tongues are. Perms are a little bit more derpy, but I'm not exactly sure if that means that they're not as intelligent. All I know is that they are kind of more like the puppy dogs of the big snake world. I mean, look at this snake. I mean, I could do it with one hand. She is so placid, so easy, and pretty much the majority of Burmese are this way as they get older. Obviously, we have Snazzy and Sunrise over here. Now we have a couple other Burms that are coming up that may eventually end up here, but if you want a big snake that isn't as energetic, Burmese would definitely be the way to go. And if you want one that is a little bit more high energy and kind of more fun, if you ask me, certainly reticulated pythons are the way to go. And I tell you what, guys, I've been keeping big snakes since I was 15 years old. I think they are absolutely incredible, and oftentimes one of the most misunderstood non-venomous snakes in the world. People think big snakes are going to kill people. Again, I've been working with big snakes since I was 15, and never one time was I ever in a situation where I thought I was in danger at all. Sure, have I been bitten? Sure I have. Usually it's by accident. Sometimes Lucy is a little bit cantankerous as well, and she just kind of gets me. But the truth is that they are amazing animals, and the fact that a lot of people think that they're just uber dangerous, that is just really the wrong image all the way around. That doesn't mean I think everyone should own a big snake, you know, but hey, listen, if you have the experience, the knowledge, the passion, and all that stuff, big snakes are absolutely incredible. And with that said, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Handling Big Snakes by Brian Barczyk. I absolutely love them. I mean, truly, it's one of my biggest passions in the world. I love crocodilians. I love big snakes. I love all snakes. I love all reptiles. I love all animals. But there is something that's really special about big snakes. Maybe it's because my first snake ever was a Burmese python when I was 15 years old. Maybe ever since then, I'm just obsessed. I don't know. Regardless, let me know in the comments what you think. Would you like to have a big snake? Which big snake would you like if you had a dream big snake? Let me know all about it. I love reading about you guys. But as for now, I just hope that you guys have an amazing day, evening, whenever you happen to be watching. I appreciate you guys, and your support is absolutely wonderful. I love you guys. Do me a couple favors before we get out of here. Can you smash that like button? Turn those post notifications on so you know when I upload a video, which is every day, 7 days a week at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Remember to be kind to someone, and I promise I will see you guys tomorrow.